really stand out?
Well, one was a storm that my wife and I were following. She's my navigator usually, and I tend to be the driver. And we were coming in behind the storm, and there was no precipitation. And then all of a sudden, a baseball fell out of the sky and landed on the road. Of course, it wasn't really a baseball, it was a big hailstone. So I slammed on the brakes, and we waited a while to let this thing get ahead of us. And then as we drove ahead, we came into a town in Oklahoma, and there were softball-sized hail on the ground. So I jumped out of the car and ran to pick up as many as I could. I think I had 3 or 4 in my hands. That's all I could hold in 2 hands.
Wow.
And another case, the severe weather coverage there in Oklahoma is absolutely amazing. And you can just turn on the radio, any station you want, they'll be telling you exactly where the storm is and what's going on with it. And that's for safety, for keeping people safe there in Oklahoma City. So it was graduation night for our master's degrees, my wife and I, and a friend came in and said there's a big hook echo going through Oklahoma City. And a hook echo is a signature for a big thunderstorm that is really indicative that there's a tornado in the storm. So I looked at the radar, sure enough, there was a hook echo, so we jumped in the car and drove north, and we just listened to the radio station, and they guided us right to it. Now, by the way,
you know that information is to guide people away from it.
Yes. I was just about to say, I wouldn't recommend doing this unless you really know storm structure and exactly what's going on. But we parked just south of where the storm was, and the tornado went by about half a mile, maybe a quarter mile north of us, and we had a beautiful view of the thing. Of course, it was at night, so the only way we could tell that it was there was to see it blow up a transformer, and we saw the sparks rotate up into the storm as it went by.
And you're smiling while you tell me this.
It's again because of the awesome power of nature. Now, thankfully, nobody was hurt in that storm, and again, the severe weather coverage there in Oklahoma is so fantastic that people really are able to stay safe. And
Well, let's talk a little bit about the technology.